Here is a video that has gone viral on Chinese social media. An ordinary evening, dinner with the family. Suddenly, there's an earthquake. Magnitude of the tremors amounted to 4.3 points. The father grabs the youngest child, runs out. The older one follows. Everyone escapes. But after a few seconds, the boy turns around and comes back. Not for the phone, not for his papers. He goes back for his plate of food to finish eating, while the whole house could collapse at any second. This video went viral, millions of views. The story was picked up by the media and even government accounts. Now it's being shown as a lesson. Why it's important to teach kids about safety. Not later, not someday, but before disaster strikes. Because food can be cooked again, but you can't repeat life. Sign up if you think this is something that needs to be said out loud. This earthquake occurred in June in China's Guangdong province. The tremors were felt by residents of several cities in the region and caused excitement among the population. The epicenter of seismic activity was at a shallow depth, due to which the earthquake was noticeable in nearby settlements. People reported short-term vibrations of buildings and shaking of objects and houses. The authorities promptly conducted inspections of infrastructure and confirmed that there was no serious damage and no casualties were registered. Residents are advised to observe safety measures and remain attentive to official warnings. Follow the updates to keep up with the latest news and advisories. Stay with us. Below, we will tell you about the most striking and disturbing events of nature that occurred in different parts of the planet in just a few days. From volcanoes and tornadoes to floods and fires, no one is spared. Find out the most shocking events of the day that shook the world. Let's start with the Hawaiian Islands. Here, at the Kilauea volcano, a real fire show unfolded on June 29. The volcano threw out a powerful fountain of lava, which lit up the night sky and reminded the islanders that the Earth here is alive. This volcano is one of the most active on the planet, and today its eruption has become not only a natural phenomenon, but also a unique spectacle that gathers tourists and scientists from all over the world. Moving to the mainland, to the US, where a tornado has swept through the state of South Dakota. Tornado hunters called it a dancing tornado. Look at this footage, it's mesmerizing. But in the midst of the elements, a touching story happened. One of the residents proposed to his beloved right in front of the approaching tornado. Meanwhile, the same state of South Dakota has also recorded impressive branching lightning, a phenomenon where lightning bolts branch into dozens of discharges, lighting up the sky with whole charges of electricity. It's beautiful and frightening at the same time. At the same time, widespread flooding and mudslides broke out in Afghanistan, in the Sabari region, as well as in Logar and Milan Wardak provinces. Footage is appearing on social networks showing people literally fighting for their lives as they try to escape the swift torrents of water. It is already known that more than 2,000 families have been affected and 4 people have died. This is a tragedy that hit the region at the height of the abnormal heat wave, with temperatures reaching 48 degrees Celsius in the shade. Schools are canceling classes because of this, and people are trying to find an escape from the heat. In parallel, a dire situation is unfolding in Pakistan. At the Abbottabad hospital, flooding has turned the corridors and wards into real waterways, hampering the work of the medical facility and jeopardizing the lives of patients. In Europe, in the Italian Turin, in the commune of Bardonecchia, powerful streams of water and mud literally filled the canal and began to reach the streets of the city. An emergency regime has been declared. Local authorities warn residents about possible evacuation and asked to observe precautions. Such a natural disaster was caused by heavy rains, which in a few hours turned the streets into raging rivers. And now for the fires that are sweeping Europe and North America. In the Spanish neighborhood of Cerca de Madrid today, there was a major fire in Algida. Dozens of cars were destroyed by fire. Firefighters fought the blaze for hours, but strong winds made the job difficult. At the same time, several forest fires are raging in Mexico, in the Tecate region, in Cerro Torreblanca and Sierra Juarez. The flames are spreading through the forests and threatening populated areas. The authorities have mobilized additional forces and means to contain the fire and prevent tragedy. On the Monterey Peninsula in California, a flash flood hit Pebble Beach no less unexpectedly. Here, raging torrents of water swept through streets and private homes, forcing residents to leave their homes in a hurry. Such events in the United States increasingly remind us of the need to prepare for extreme weather conditions. The heavy hail that hit Lebovici in Greek Arcadia was another reminder of how unpredictable the weather can be. The hail damaged roofs, cars, and farmland, forcing residents to take emergency protective measures. And finally, the situation in Bosnia and Herzegovina, in the suburbs of Ljubuška. Here, a large fire started in a dense forest in Maki on the night of Friday to Saturday. The flames spread quickly and were localized by Saturday morning. But in the early hours of the morning, fickle winds reactivated the fire. The fire came close to residences and even a gas station, causing serious concern among locals. If you care about this kind of news and want to keep up to date with the most significant events from around the world, subscribe to our channel. Your comments help us to understand what topics are of interest to you, so feel free to write your opinion below. Discussions and support are very important. Thank you for staying with us. Follow the updates, take care of yourself and your loved ones.